Good morning, my sweet and beautiful friends. Well, it's morning for me at least. It is currently 7:25 a.m. I did wake up at about 7 o'clock, so I am very sleepy. But today I wanted to start a new, fun little vlog. I have been really needing to establish some realistic and healthy morning routines. Because of my autoimmune disease, I have been having a really hard time getting good exercise in because I've just been getting a lot of flare-ups. My body's really weak right now, but I know I need to do some workouts. So I'm hoping to incorporate some exercise into this routine. I'm also hoping to establish a good morning Bible study routine. So that's what we're gonna be doing this week. And I say realistic because I feel like a lot of times the fun morning routine videos on YouTube are all very aesthetic and they seem kind of hard to keep up, and I just can't do those. My mornings are not very aesthetic. My days can look different depending on how I'm feeling. So that's also why we are attempting and trying to establish these morning routines, because I don't actually know how it's gonna go. But what I do really want to do is wake up at 7 a.m. every day, which I usually do anyway, but my body doesn't like to let me fall asleep before 11:30 midnight. So again, it just depends on what time I actually get to bed. My stretch goal is to wake up at 6:30, and then for the first 30 minutes of every day I want to read my Bible or read a book, whatever book I'm in the middle of, because right now to wake up I go on my phone for 15 minutes, because when I wake up I can't just wake up and get out of bed. I need to wake up for a minute. So I usually just lay in bed on my phone, but I really want to just do some reading and start my day off without screens. I do need a meal prep at some point this week, so I'll probably do that tomorrow morning. And then today, because I also have to film some stuff for my reading channel, I need to go to a coffee shop and read, so I figured I would just do two things at once, and I would do my Bible study and read my book for my other channel at the coffee shop. So that's kind of the plan for today. It is Monday, the start to our week, and it's gonna be a good week, guys. It is gonna be a good week. I do need to go grocery shopping, so my breakfast stuff is probably just gonna be a smoothie this morning. I don't think I really have anything else. And then we're gonna get ready and go to the gym. Okay, this is probably gonna sound really gross, but for breakfast I just made some cinnamony sweet potatoes and some chicken. I didn't have anything else in my fridge, okay? I usually make this really good breakfast hash that has ground turkey, sweet potato, and spinach, and that's what I meal prep for the week, but I ate all of it yesterday. So I also usually make a golden milk latte, but because I'm going to the coffee shop later, I don't think I'm gonna make one this morning, but I also might make one when I get back from the coffee shop. I don't know yet. So this morning I just ended up doing a quick little workout. I think I was only there for maybe 30-45 minutes, but I was so proud of myself. A, for just getting out of the house and actually going to the gym, but B, for doing something that my body could handle and not feeling bad about the amount that I did. Because like I said before, my body has been kind of weak because of my autoimmune disease. So trying to find a good workout plan has been really hard for me, but today I actually did something that I was very proud of. And then right after that, I went to, of course, get an acai bowl as a little treat. And while I was there, I ended up reading my Bible. If you're wondering what my acai toppings are, I usually get an acai base and then put blueberries, bananas, strawberries, cacao nibs, hemp seeds, bee pollen, and honey. I think that's it. But today I went a little crazy and I got half acai base, half coconut base. And it literally, I mean, it basically is ice cream, let's be honest, but it literally tasted like a dessert and it was so good. Exactly what I needed after a little workout, even though I probably just ate all the calories that I burnt. I'm not really counting calories. It's more like just me trying to like build up strength. Right now I'm going through the book of John, and I did actually recently get a new Bible, which I'm very, very excited about. This is the ESV Student Study Bible by Crossway. First of all, the cover is absolutely beautiful. It's kind of this like suede feel. And then I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but I did get like boho colored tabs. I got the Student Study Bible because I really want to dive deeper into the word and actually learn more like context and like just really like deeply study it. And so I really like how on each page, half of the Bible is like the actual text, and then the other half is kind of just like commentary and other like little facts kind of explaining what they're talking about. So it just helps you like really understand it a lot better, which I absolutely love. And I think it's actually helped quite a bit. So today I was reading John 3 and 4, and something that like really stood out to me was when Jesus came up to the Samaritan woman when she was at the well, and he asks her for a drink, and she says, "How is it that you, a Jew, ask for a drink from me, a woman of Samaria?" And Jesus answered her, "If you knew the gift of God and who it is that is saying to you, 'Give me a drink,' you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water." And then Jesus later continues to say, "Everyone who drinks of this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks of the water that I will give him will never be thirsty again. The water that I will give him will become in him a spring of water welling up to eternal life." Oh, so good. So I was just highlighting and taking notes on this passage. Also at the gym, I am reading Emily Wilde's Compendium of Lost Tales, and this is for a reading vlog over on my main channel, Face Reading Things. So lots of stuff that I did this morning, and I feel very proud of myself for that. I would say Monday's morning routine was an accomplishment, and it was very realistic too, because I woke up at 7 o'clock, not too early, not too late, made some breakfast. I did check some emails and stuff while I was eating my breakfast, did a little movement, got my daily word in, and now I'm ready to take on the rest of the day. So for the rest of the day, I'm going to be reading a big chunk of this book for that reading vlog and just doing some editing and whatnot. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, my sweet and beautiful friends. Last night was one of those nights where my body would literally not let me go to bed before 1 a.m. So we are very, very sleepy this morning. I tried to sleep in a little bit, but my body still decided to wake up at around 7 a.m. and immediately started reading my Bible. Today I read John 5 and 6 and spent some time really studying those chapters. And then I ended up just getting ready right after that because I do need to go to Whole Foods this morning and grab some groceries so that I can meal prep my little breakfast hash that I usually make, because I am out of breakfast items at the moment. So in order to actually eat breakfast this morning, I need to actually make that. So that is what I'm about to do now. And then for the rest of the morning, I'm going to eat my breakfast hash and then hopefully do like an at-home workout. Or I did just get a new bike. Thank Jesus, because my old one, I got it used for like $40. It's like a little cruiser, but it's so beyond heavy. So I cannot ride it long distance without absolutely dying. So I'm just itching to take my new bike out for a spin. And then we are going to read as much of our book as possible because I do really want to get this done either today or tomorrow for my Face Reading Things video. So for now, let's head to Whole Foods and get some groceries for the day. Hello friends, I'm back home. I didn't get a whole lot at Whole Foods, but I did get stuff just for the morning, and I also am needing to incorporate some different foods into my diet because of my autoimmune treatment plan. So let's do a little grocery haul, shall we? Danny and I just started going to a new church, and I'm so excited because tonight they're having a little young adults girls dinner thing, which I am very nervous for because I feel like my social skills are just not up to par at the moment. But I'm excited to meet new people and get to know a new community. I've been honestly so lonely lately just because of my job, and a lot of my friends live across the country, so I've been just really needing to plug in somewhere. So very excited for that dinner tonight. And as a little side, I got some chips and guac because who doesn't love chips and guac? But for the rest of the stuff, I got some frozen whole leaf spinach, which is gonna go in my breakfast hash, and then some sweet potatoes, which is also going in my breakfast hash, some baby broccoli for lunch or early dinner, and then I got some white peaches, which are my absolute favorite snack in the spring and summertime, or just whenever they're in season. Some organic ground turkey, organic ground chicken, some black plums, and for the not so yummy stuff, well, I don't know, some people think it's yummy, but I need to incorporate more probiotic foods, so kombucha and fermented foods. So I got kombucha. I honestly hate kombucha so much, but I got a strawberry flavor, and I heard that strawberry is one of the better flavors of kombucha, so we'll see. And then I got this sauerkraut, which I don't mind sauerkraut as much, but this one says it has red chili powder or something in it, red chili pepper, and I do not do well with spicy things, so I'm really hoping that the spice level is very, very minimal. But yeah, now I'm going to make my breakfast hash and a smoothie because I'm really craving a smoothie right now, and then get on with the rest of our morning routine. Hello. So you remember in my intro when I was like, I'm going to attempt these morning routines because I don't know how they're gonna go because of my health? Yeah, after breakfast, my stomach decided to do some very questionable and unkind things to me. So we've just been sitting here and reading and editing and relaxing for the last couple hours. Did not end up getting my morning movement in, which is okay. Giving myself grace, but hoping that I can tomorrow because I really want to take my bike out. I feel like a little kid. I just want to go ride my bike. So I will see you tomorrow for our last day of morning routines. Hello, friends, and good morning. It is about 7:27 at the moment, and I did just wake up. I didn't get home until 10 p.m. last night, and then had to make some food, so I didn't actually get to bed until 1 o'clock again. So I was a very sleepy girl this morning. But of course, my body still woke me up at 7 o'clock on the dot, and then just tossed and turned for a good 20 minutes. This morning, I'm craving a golden milk latte so bad. So I think I'm gonna make one. I am feeling so much better this morning. My stomach's not really hurting. My headache went away, thank goodness. So I think I'm going to make some breakfast, which is basically just reheating the hash that I meal prepped yesterday. And then after that, I'm going to bike to the coffee shop and read my Bible and read my book. I was thinking about biking all the way to Barnes & Noble, and Barnes & Noble is I think 6 miles away. It's a 15 to 20 minute drive, and I was thinking of biking there. Who do I think I am? It's a 45-minute bike ride, which I feel is so doable, but I just know once I get 20 minutes in, I'm gonna be why did I do this to myself? Literally, why? So I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling after breakfast and see if I could do a 45-minute bike ride, because I also need to think about the fact that I'll have to ride 45 minutes back in 95-degree weather. So we'll think on that. But I really want to go to Barnes & Noble today just to hang out, read. So if I don't bike to Barnes & Noble, I'll at least bike home after the coffee shop and then drive to Barnes & Noble. So for the golden milk latte, you're going to heat up a little bit of water, and then you're going to get a cup full of ice and then pour some coconut milk over that. And then you're going to want to grab a mug or some kind of small cup or bowl, put some turmeric, black pepper, salt, and some cinnamon. And then I also like to add some fresh ginger juice and honey, but you're going to add the ginger juice and the honey after you add the hot water. So then you're going to grab a little bit of hot water, just enough to mix everything together, and then mix all that in the little cup, and then you're just going to pour that mixture over your coconut milk. Are you guys sick of this angle yet? I feel like every time I've updated you guys, I'm in the same spot. Sabi. So I didn't end up getting my bike ride in. Very sad. This morning I just like really wanted to stay home. I don't know, I've been like very overstimulated lately, and every time I go out I like start dissociating like crazy. So yeah, I ended up just like staying home and reading my Bible this morning. And then I did drive to Barnes & Noble and hung out there for a little bit and got a pretty good chunk of my book read. Honestly, with being a full-time YouTuber, I'm alone a lot. I'm literally just in my room with my books, talking to a camera by myself all day, every day, and it gets a little lonely. It gets really lonely, okay? I need like other human interaction, even if it's just like being in the same place as other humans. That helps a little bit. So getting out of the house was nice, although I was only there for like about an hour, and then I started getting anxious and dissociating. I was like, I want to go back home to my kitty cat. So now we're home. But the last couple days was honestly so much fun, just like trying to establish some new routines. I feel like I've gotten really good at reading my Bible like right when I wake up, and that was something that like I really wanted to establish in my routine, and also like at least trying to get some morning movement. I have been going like up and down the stairs a few times just to get like, you know, a little bit of movement in. But aside from that, I do feel like these last few days were successful. Like I said from the beginning, I did want to just make like a very realistic morning routines video, and I felt like this was. So thank you guys for joining me in the last couple days. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will definitely be doing more like it, but for now I will see you in my next one. Mwah!